You know, I have seen, and even from the committee's report, that the the victim in question, which is the nurse, did not suffer any dislocation. I've watched the video. I suspect during her interview, if you look critically at the video, she paused
Yes.
at that moment, and somebody suggested the word dislocation to her, and she also said dislocation. In the heat of the moment, probably that was not what she meant to say, but then once the word was suggested to her, she also responded to it. But then, be as it may, she mentioned that she was hit on the shoulder. This is a female, and that's clear assault. Unfortunately, there is no video evidence to it, and it's interesting that the committee has recommended that CCTV should be upgraded within the ward so that in case there is an occurrence, there will be evidence. Because the evidence available is what Ralph himself presented to the public through his live streaming. That's what is available. And we saw the period where he was shouting, the verbal attacks and so on. I do not think he would have recorded himself hitting the lady. So as it stands now, it's an allegation between is the word of the nurse against the word of Ralph. And I have seen, I think there's a court process that has been initiated. A case has been filed on this same matter. So I think maybe the criminal aspect will roll out and then we'll see the outcome. But quite disappointingly, if anybody should have entered a medical facility of that sort to even create, or let's say not even assault, but then do the verbal assault that had been exhibited and streamed live, I'm sure the security agencies would have taken action. So that is the most disappointing part, that to date, the gentleman is working freely and he's even receiving embraces and hugs, with people even commending him for that impunity act that he exhibited. I thought at this point they should have left Ralph to face the law, but rather they are encouraging him on. If people feel that when they commit such acts, they will get the support of political parties, the impunity will continue. And I sympathize with the lady, except to say that the exaggeration of the dislocation was also unnecessary. That's why I indicated from the beginning that watching the video, I realized that the word was suggested to her. But then the assault on her too was uncalled for, and I sympathize with